Not unless they start making podiums pixie size. I won't be doing that. I probably should use the word intrepid right off the bat, Madam Grammarian. I feel intrepid coming here today because it was quite an exciting adventure, snowboarding down my neighborhood. But let's rewind a bit to the millennium that has just passed. Doesn't that seem strange to talk about millennium? And so come with me. I'm in a restaurant. It's in Los Angeles. It's been a busy sales day. I am one of the lead sales reps for an artificial intelligence firm. We design the software and the hardware to run artificial intelligence expert systems. So I've been a very successful person. However, I have a difficulty, and this will explain it exactly. Busy morning. I'm eating now a lunch. It's kind of late. It's one of my favorite restaurants. And I look up, and I see a woman across this restaurant looking right at me. And I go, oh no. I look down. You've all had that sensation where you see someone who recognizes you, and you go, who is that? So maybe I can figure out who it is. Could it be someone from Rand Corporation? We've been talking to the scientists there. I know it's not a customer, because most of my customers are guys, and they are really geeky looking kind of guys, and I would never mistake this woman for one of my customers. She had to change her sex entirely, which is in LA is possible. However, then I think she must be a purchasing agent. Now that gets a little more tricky as a sales rep. If you don't recognize people and you insult a purchasing agent, life becomes hell in a way that you can't even describe. So I think, is it Jet Propulsion Labs? They're doing something with a rover and artificial intelligence. And I said, no, I think that's a guy over there. Naval Weapons Center, no, military. Rand Corporation, maybe. And then my big customer, Information Sciences Institute. That's a big account affiliated with the University of California. So I'm pondering this, but let's flash forward a little bit because there is a pattern to all this. So I'm at a party, and it's a recent party, and I'm chatting with someone by the punch bowl, and he has a arm in a sling, and we're talking for a little bit. Then I go wander off, I'm circulating, and then I come back to the counter where all the refreshments are, and I start a chat with a different guy entirely. And he gives me a disgruntled look as I introduce myself and said, I just spent 15 minutes talking to you on the other part of the room. I go, sorry, yeah, there's the arm. You mean you think I would have noticed that? So what am I talking about? What's going on here? Is it a form of dementia? Well, it's called face blindness. And I have a certain degree of it. Oliver Sacks has made this rather famous because he suffers from it immeasurably, doesn't recognize anybody. And so when I watch movies, I'm always asking people that I'm watching a movie with, like, is that the guy who did this? No, that's the other guy. Lincoln? Recognize Lincoln. Thanks for the big, beard and the hat. But when it comes to all the other guys, white guys in baggy pants and baggy suits, I have no idea who's doing what. So I have to watch movies sometimes over and over because I don't get it. I can't recognize people. So I'm back to the restaurant, and I'm looking at this lady. I thought maybe she's one of my out-of-town purchasing agents. Might be Austin. I have a really big account there. Got the lawyers are wrestling over the terms and conditions. Maybe it's her. Don't want to insult her. And I look up and I look down because, yeah, she's like, crap, I'm sorry. But I am going to insult someone who's very important. So as time went by, I got into writing novels. So I left the world of sales, which was a relief. And when you're dealing with fictional characters and virtual realities, you don't have to worry too much. So I published a couple of thrillers through Berkeley Putnam. I was nominated for an Edgar Allan Poe Award for short fiction. By the way, there were cocktail parties all through New York. Went to all of them and had no clue if I had talked to that person 5 minutes ago. So there's like several thousand people I did not know. Okay, so, and now I'm part of a harp circle. Fortunately, they're all hauling harps, so I kind of know who they are. Person with a heart. As a matter of fact, when Heidi sat down today, I looked at her several times and never recognized that she was here, but now I do. But thanks for the name tag, very helpful. If you would all do that in the future, that would just be great. And I'm now in the process of moving my elderly mother-in-law from Cleveland, Ohio to Salt Lake City. So this means we're going to all these senior centers, and I'm thinking, oh no, here's all these people in walkers, gray hair. I will never know who she is in this group. So back to the restaurant. I have a very favored maroon briefcase. I had all my important documents in there, and I've been going over receipts and things that you do when you're traveling a lot. So I think, well, you know, I should go over and say hello to this lady. So I stand up, I heave up my briefcase, and to my utter astonishment, this woman has stood up, and she's holding a maroon briefcase. It's a mirror. I have been looking at this. So my thing is, if you see me in the store, and you say hi, and I go, hi, please say, you know me, I'm John Henry from Toastmasters. Thank you.